I'm going to show you how to make that name tag in TinkerCAD. From the assignment in Canvas, you're going to click this class join link, and you're going to say, once you see your face here, you say, yes, that's me. And you should see over here on the left your classes, and then you'll be able to pick the one that says Mr. Kurtz Fall Winter 21-22. If you don't see any of that, that's okay. You can just go create new design in the 3D area. You can go down here to edit grid, change it to inches, change this to 9 and the length also to 9, and hit update grid. Then you'll have the right size of work plane to work with. If you want your name tag to be a box, a rectangular box, then you can drag out the box there. That's what I gave in the template. Or I actually like this wedge shape, but I like to use the back side. So I grab this little rotation tool up front here. Each axis has its own rotation handle, and so I grab that and I do it 180 degrees to just flip this thing around, and that way I can have the sloped side in the front. Now, if you hit your right mouse button, you should be able to rotate around and look at this from any angle. Or you can just grab this perspective cube up here at the top and rotate around this way. You can also click on different sides of the perspective cube to automatically switch to a different view. I like to just click and drag it and easily manipulate the shape or the rotation or the view to see the shape from any angle. Also, sometimes rotating this will help you see the handles of your the little rotation handles, this handle that makes it go up and down, and these handles here that resize it. So I can click these white handles to resize, but if I know for sure, say I want it 8 inches wide, I can select that, type in 8 and hit enter, and it will make it that width for me. For the height, I'm going to choose 2 inches. That looks good. Let me just rotate here. I'm using my right mouse button to rotate. Okay, I'm going to grab text to put my name in. So let me, up here in the in this side panel here, I'm going to double click and type in my name in all caps. Also, oops, don't need an H. Also, I'm going to use one of the sans fonts. That way I don't have those little flags on the end of my letters. I'm going to rotate this a little bit so that I can use this rotation handle and rotate it 90 degrees forward so it faces front. I'm going to click on my front here. Right now, it's pushing down through the work panel, and I need to get it up above that. So I'm going to grab this cone at the top, and I'm going to move it straight up. And I should be able to just now grab the object and push it back. Let me change my view so you can see here. What I want to do is put it about halfway up, and then I want to slide it back so that it's touching the object, but it's not hiding my letters at all. If I push too far, it'll just go right through the back. So what I want to do is just push far enough that it's touching and connected to the object, but not all the way through. Now to join these and make them one object, I'm going to click and drag a box around both shapes, and then right up here I have a button to group them together. And when I group them together, it makes them one shape. However, if I wanted them to maintain their separate colors, then I need to click on the color option and choose multicolor. They're still one shape, but they're two different colors still. Okay, so this is one option. I'm just going to hold Alt and drag a copy back here. But let's say that I wanted, instead of having the letters protruding off of the surface like that, let's say that I actually wanted to make them cut through and make the letters holes in the surface. So I can do that by, first of all, I need to ungroup these objects so that they're separate again. And I'm going to choose the letters, and instead of the color, I'm going to choose hole. And by choosing hole, I make the objects something that can cut out of the other object, or these letters, in fact, are objects. So if I want the hole to go all the way through, I've got to elongate the shape of the letters so that it goes through the back and the front. And then when I hold Shift to select both objects, or if I click and drag around both objects and I combine with the group tool, it actually, when it renders down, it actually combines that hole with the shape to cut through it. Alright. Now, another thing I could do is combine with other shapes that I like. I have been using this skull shape for these tutorials. Let me rotate here. So I can raise the skull up. I can also make the skull bigger. Well, maybe I can't on this one. Yeah, I guess I can't adjust the size, but I can push it into the surface, and I could rotate it if I want it to be parallel with the surface, just so it looks like the face of the skull is poking out of that surface. Now the last thing I need to do is just combine these two. So I'll click the group objects again. Alright, that's pretty much all I have to do for this assignment. It automatically saves for you, so to turn this one in, all you have to do is go up here to Send To and click the download button. Now if your work was framed properly on the screen, then your download should look just like you saw in the preview window. And that's it.